Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Tim, Braden, Second Legacy, you are amazing. And oh, do we have so much stuff to show you. It has been a long time since we talked to you. There's been so much. There's been SCOTUS decisions. There's been presidential meltdowns. There's been media meltdowns, Democrat meltdowns. Overall, there's quite the things we need to connect with. And today we are going to talk about a few of just those amazing things. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. Right down there in the comments field. Of course, if you're enjoying the content, the show style, and you like that humor and sarcasm deployed on perfect for the Second Amendment, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Tim has his hair and his pearls. He's bringing props. This is going to be good.
Gonna do a little pearl clutching.
It's time, baby. So, Tim, I'm not sure if you've noticed. Since we spoke last on Friday, we had to have a quick adjournment because we had the Chevron case come down. Well, since then, there's been a few developments.
The panties were bunching all weekend long.
Oh my goodness. It's crazy. I think like the biggest wedgies on the planet were happening. I don't even think bunching really covers it.
Pearl clutching. Oh my gosh, we're all going to die. Oh. The evil Supreme Court has undone tyranny. What will we do?
Yeah, it spanned from the Supreme Court has undone us. We have been undone to Biden is short-circuiting. We need a new candidate. And then the other half is going, no, we don't. How dare you suggest that? It's like, really? How dare you suggest? Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all's party. We're just here to observe and make content. Yeah. So, Tim, I feel like we need to jump into some CNN where they came out with the first polling numbers. Dude, this is like watching, I don't even think it covers it, but a train wreck in slow motion. I don't know. What do you think? What's the best analogy?
What I love is leading up to the debate, they're all the paid propagandists on the left were all over social media. This is going to be a butt whooping for Trump, and this is going to be let's go. This is going to be so great. We're going to do all the, and then immediately after, I'm never watching another BS CNN debate ever again. That's what's his the Brooklyn dad or whatever. It's just so funny watching them do a complete flip. They went from this is going to define Biden's presidency. This is going to change the vote. This is going to.
They weren't wrong.
I know, and this is going to really show what a piece of trash Trump is. And then on the backside, like, debates don't matter. People forget about it. It doesn't matter. It won't change the outcome. Doesn't matter. It was the greatest thing in the world until they lost. And it's like, you know what? They don't matter. Nobody pays attention to those things.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Which is why they're losing their minds,
guys. Whether you are a Democrat or Republican or an independent or just don't care what or are non-affiliated, this is a thing to watch. I mean, I've never seen this in my lifetime. And I'm 38 today, actually. Just saying. Yeah.
You're almost over the hill.
Yeah.
You're rapidly approaching the foot of the hill.
Almost. That's exactly. I'm very close.
I'm back on the backside of the hill. It's not so bad over here.
I know, but I can see your hair still fully thick and good, great. So I hope.
Yeah.
It's doing amazing. Well, Tim, I think that was a really good setup and a lead-in. Let's dive in to the first reactions, and I want to draw your attention especially to the actual anchor, Allison Camerata. She's going to be in the white, stunning frock on the screen while she's talking to one of the pollsters from CNN. As we go into this, just fully enjoy. Watch this. This is number one.
Who's here to run the numbers. So, Harry, do we have new poll numbers for President Biden post-debate?
We do. CBS News YouGov conducted some polling post-debate. We can compare it to the pre-debate numbers. And the bottom line, Alice, it's not any good. It's not any good. Look at this. Voters who say that Biden has the mental health to be president. It was just 35% pre-debate. Look where it's dropped to now post-debate, 27%. How about that he should be running for president? It was 37% pre-debate. It's now 28%. I have never seen numbers this bad for an incumbent president during my lifetime. I mean, that mental health to be president, just 27%. You might say, okay, that's low, but a lot of people thought Biden was too old back in 2020. These numbers look nothing like this back in 2020. These numbers were bad already. And the truth is, Allison, they have gotten just considerably worse, even in just a few days after that first presidential debate.
So I want to know who those 2% are that voted, the 35% that said
no, the 20,
he's
the 20%,
mentally unfit, and then 2% are, I'm going to vote for him anyway. And it's like,
No, 20%.
Yeah.
You got to do it right.
Don't
Don't
sell
sell
'em
them short, Tim. It's a very large percentage. 28%. That's a large part of the electorate.
It cracks me up, man. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
Getting text messages while
no,
we're trying
it's-
to record. Like,
no, it's good. That has been my life ever since the
I know.
Biden debate. It is literally my feeds are going off,
Yep.
my Twitter's going off, my phone's
Nonstop.
ringing, my text messages are going off. Like it is like a feeding
is.
frenzy. But Tim, I just want to throw just a random question to you. Potentially asking for a friend in the back. When was the last time that you saw an electorate poll that was actually going towards the general population where 7 out of 10 Americans agreed on
I know.
anything?
And there's always that 30% that's just too dumb to come in out of the rain. And, it's like, seriously.
That's true. And it's not Democrat or Republican. It's
It's just
literally
30% of the population is so dumb that they're like self-harm dumb. Like these are people that should not be left alone.
Yeah.
These are people that need constant monitoring because they're that dumb.
It's like
30% of the population.
It's like the dodos. They just they went off the cliff again.
Let's all
There goes
go.
our last
Bob's
female.
over. It's 30%, folks. 30% of the U.S. population is dumb as a bag of rocks.
And the Chiron literally says 72% of registered voters say Biden doesn't have the cognitive health to serve as president. Not run as president, to serve what he's currently
and here's
doing.
what nobody's talking about. Like all these paid propagandists are out there saying, Trump has dementia now because they're parroting what the right's been saying about Joe, trying to downplay Joe's dementia, which was on full display during the debates, right? And this just goes back to what I've been saying. The left can't even come up with it. They don't meme. They suck at memes, and they can't come up with digs. They always got to like, well, what are the Republicans saying about Joe that he has dementia? Well, Trump has dementia too.
That blew my mind. Nancy Pelosi
I know, they're
did
all
that
doing
one, right?
it. And it just cracks me up. Like, guys, come on, just a little bit of originality here. Come up with something else.
Just
go with the king thing or the dictator thing. It's been debunked, but just go with that.
Yeah, the king thing lasted like 4 minutes after that presidential immunity decision from SCOTUS. Oh, and by the way, okay, here's this sidetracks, squirrel. I find this so interesting because someone left a comment on my videos from yesterday because I haven't covered the immunity thing, and they're like, I see that you're conveniently ignoring the immunity thing. And I'm like, nope. I'm actually sitting in a feeding frenzy of the media turning on the left, the gun controllers getting smoked across the board, Biden's underwater, the Democrats on the down ballot and down ticket are freaking the heck out. Nope, there's been things going on other than something that's not exactly 2A related. I was like, there's just so much.
People are like, you're just avoiding the subject because you didn't make a video right now.
No, I'm not. It just turns out that
haven't got time yet, Pumpkin.
Oh,
we'll get
so
there.
Funny.
But
yeah, I can do about 2 and 3 videos a day before people start going, could you stop making my phone go? Exactly. Could you please stop? Which I respect and love every one of you.
So,
all right,
this meltdown's epic. Can we continue on that? Because this is entirely too much fun.
Oh, we're back. It's too much fun. It is. It's so glorious. Well, let's go to number 2 to bring up the more fun.
Harry, do we have polling yet that suggests that voters want a different candidate?
Yeah, this is the whole question, right? If it's not President Biden, then who could it be on the Democratic side? And the truth is, there are no easy answers. I went back and looked at the polling versus Donald Trump for a bunch of different Democrats have been suggested. Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris. Look at this. They all trail Donald Trump. So the idea here that we're somehow going to get this magic bullet, that there's somehow going to be some Democrat who can beat Donald Trump easily, I just don't see it in the numbers. At this particular point, if Joe Biden takes on Donald Trump, he's trailing. If there's another Democrat who runs against Donald Trump, they too are trailing. Perhaps you want to make the argument you bring in another Democrat who isn't as well known as Joe Biden, who has universal name recognition, and maybe they could change the numbers. But the fact is, any Democrat who entered the race right now, at least among those that are being suggested by a bunch of folks, they would all enter the race at this particular point as an underdog to former President Donald Trump.
Did I see that right? Harris is outperforming Newsom. I mean, this is the most hated vice president in American history.
Oh, it's so
She's the only one with polling numbers lower than Biden himself. And she is beating the other two in the poll?
No.
There's only a 4-point spread for her, right?
No. Actually, no, hold on. The way you're 100% right. Yes, Trump beats her by 4, Newsom and Whitmer
Right.
by 5. Yes, you're
Yes.
absolutely correct.
So,
Yeah,
and this is what's funny about all this, right? So everybody's talking about, and some folks might not understand this. So Biden has all the delegates pledged to him right now. So the only way those delegates become available is if he steps out voluntarily. Okay, but that still presents a problem because they have like $200 million in their campaign war chest. Well, that $200 million doesn't go to anybody else except Harris. And Harris scares the Democrats more than Biden does. Because
more than Biden,
even though somehow she pulled off that 1-point victory, but she is like wildly unpopular. But if Newsom or somebody else gets in, they bring in, Michelle, or they bring in, Newsom or whatever, they don't get access to that $200 million. They're starting from zero.
Right.
Just 4 months before an election.
It's not even that.
Right?
It's not only that, my man. There is so much more danger there than just the money. Of course, don't get me wrong. They love that war chest. Like, you got to have the war chest,
when you're going up against Trump.
So you are absolutely correct. Well, right. There's also a very uncomfy decision to be made there as well. How do you explain to a party that has been force-fed special interest politics and victimhood for about 30 years, how do you explain that the vice president, who's sitting there ready, willing, and able to jump right into the ticket because her boss is, let's just face it, gone, short-circuiting every 3 minutes, you're going to skip over her and you're going to go to Newsom, another white guy
with hair gel. Yeah, that won't look good.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how they're going to wiggle that
Here's
one.
their chance.
I mean,
because first black female president, and they're going to go with the
And where's Newsom? Can we call Gavin? We have a situation of problem number 1. What about Harris? Anyway, so is Gavin available?
Put her on the back of the bus. That's what the Democrats do.
No,
that's what the Democrats do. The party of the KKK.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if we can scoop that one by. Okay, hold on. No. I got this. I got it. Hold on. Yes, HR is in my ear. When referring to the back of the bus, that was not, and I repeat, not a reference to a civil rights icon or anything. It was talking about marketing posters on literally the physical back end of the bus.
Which we've seen pictures of.
Yes. We have seen. So we've got precedent to support our theory in our HR statement. That is what he's referring to. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what it was.
Anyway.
Jeez. Anyway, moving right along from our marketing statement. Make me shiver on that one, man. That was worse than the hamster.
Gerbil.
Excuse me, gerbil. You're
be
right.
Kind to the gerbils.
Be kind to the gerbils and don't eat your Snickers upside down. Got it.
I know. Whoa. Okay. No Harry Sison jokes.
See that? All right. No Harry Sison jokes. I know.
Boy, he's losing his mind over all this.
Man, isn't he though? Man, this episode's all over the place, and I love it.
Dude,
yeah. He's
my favorite in this episode, guys. Just accept it. This episode's everywhere because we have so much stuff to cover with regards to what's happened over the weekend.
Everywhere. Yeah.
But old Harry got accused of threatening the ex-president's life, and he made a video about that. And then he's absolutely melting down about both of the Supreme Court decisions, of course. But my favorite was the Haktua girl. Was prominently displayed on social media this weekend. The Haktua girl was doing a country western concert and then did this interview, and she was asked if she would perform an act of fellatio on Donald Trump. It was a joke.
That was the question she asked?
The question was, would she perform an act of fellatio on President Trump? Would she Haktua? She said, we're going to play a game. The interviewer said, we're going to play a game, and would you Haktua spit on that thing for these following people? And she said, President Trump. And she kind of hem-haws around. She's like, no, I wouldn't. Now, and then, of course, Harry Sison took that to mean that she doesn't support President Trump. So if you won't blow your presidential candidate, then you don't really support him. And so, of course, this went all over the internet. Several other people said it. Laura Loomer actually said it, too. And she stood corrected. But Harry Sison's not backing down from his position. If you truly support a candidate, folks, yeah.
I can see Monica Lewinsky's tweets.
She fully supported Clinton during that election cycle.
She's fully support. Noob, get on my level.
Head on my dress.
This next generation,
stubborn stain. Oh wow!
God. Oh, not the blue dress. Oh, not the blue dress. For everyone older than 30, you guys get it. Oh, Hawk Tua
Yeah.
girl.
What a weekend.
Oh, she made a mark on our hearts.
Do we have more
didn't
video
she?
clips?
Oh,
Because
God.
it was such a great weekend.
Yeah, I got one more. No, I got one more just to get in front of the Democrat talking point of it was just one
Yeah.
bad debate. But it feels lackluster after we just covered all of those things. First, our marketing adventure, the Hawk Tua girl, Monica Lewinsky made an appearance. Man, oh man. I hope this one goes live and doesn't kill us. All right. So this is number 3. Back to the point.
For you. Incumbents who were trailing going into the first debate and then lost that first debate. Well, how about Jimmy Carter lost that one debate he took on Ronald Reagan in '80. George H.W. Bush lost that first debate to both Ross Perot and Bill Clinton. And in 2020, Donald Trump lost that first debate to Joe Biden. Well, guess what, Allison? They all lost. They all lost. So the question is for Joe Biden, can he defy history, create new history, and be an incumbent who trailed going into that first debate and then won? Well, he's going to have to do it if he wants to get reelected in November.
Well, I think that the Democrats have solved it because there's pictures all over social media because Biden had to go out and make a speech regarding the immunity decision from the Supreme Court. And guess who had a spray tan?
Oh, man.
Did you see it?
Oh, it was Orange Man bad.
I mean, this goes back to what I was saying earlier.
So,
they can't come up with their own shtick. It's like, well, what do they accuse us of? We're going to accuse them of that. Well, their candidate's orange. We're going to paint ours orange, too. It's like, we want our own Orange Man.
We want
Apparently, they're going to vote for
Orange
Orange Man.
So, I mean, like, you got to. Orange Man is no longer bad. Little funny side note as we wrap this episode. Me and Tim, this was not solicited. We did not coordinate on this. He and I both responded to the exact same image of President Biden looking like an orange spray tan from the exact same account at the exact same time with the exact same criticism. So Orange Man bad, no longer a thing? Bro, I laughed. I looked at your feed and I looked at mine and I was like, wow, that was impressive. That's got to be some sort of record. That was incredible.
It was good.
But
it was a fun weekend, folks. And get this. All the hype that's spinning right now about, well, now presidents can just off their political opponents. That's total BS. That Chevron suddenly, I mean, we've seen comments where people out there saying that, well, do you want the FDA to approve drugs? Do you want Lauren Boebert to approve drugs through legislation? That's not how any of this works. All of this stupidity, all this psychosis that's going on out there and all these frantic what-if scenarios that are completely fabricated, have no basis in reality, ignore them. This is all propaganda, and it's been amped up to an insane level I've never seen before because the left knows it's about to lose a critical election. Thanks for watching Second Legacy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.